Hi, I'm Laura Rae. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about makeup for women that don't like makeup. I also have some skincare, and for those of you that do like makeup, you're going to see some stuff you really love. But I wanted to do this video because in the video that I recently did, Do Mature Women Still Wear These Beauty Products? You gave me such amazing feedback, and I want to thank you for that. And in the video, so many of you said, I like skincare, I'm not really into makeup anymore. Or you said, I like products that feel great on my skin, I only wear sunscreen, just stuff like that. So I wanted to put together a video for you of products that I feel good on the skin or easy to apply that will make you not look too made up, but just give you a little more of a healthy look. So right now I have on some pretty strong brows. I could have tamed these brows down a little bit, but I wanted you to see the product really well on camera. So if I were doing these brows to go out, I would do a little less brow, especially since my makeup is less on the face than what I normally wear because I'm not wearing any foundation today. So I'm going to show you what I am wearing. Let's start off with that brow product. I've got it right here. It's from NYX. It's their new Powder Louder pencil. It's a pencil that is like powder. So it's really great for adding to a thin brow. And a lot of us don't have thick brows. I never had thick brows, so it's not like I've lost hair as I've gotten older. I didn't have great brows to start off with, but some of you did have fuller brows, and you've written me to say they're not quite as full as they used to be. So this pencil has two ends to it, a spoolie on one end and the pencil on the other. You get a lot of product with this too when you look at it. And it's just so easy to sculpt a brow, even if you don't want to wear eye makeup. We're going to talk about various degrees of what you're putting on. So say you just want to shape the eye, brows are really a must. They're the frame for the eye. They really make your eyes stand out. So even if you didn't want to wear any eye makeup, if you have brows that are not very visible, then I would recommend using a pencil. Let's talk about some skincare because several of you said I'm all about skincare. So I've been trying out some new products I wanted to share. I've been using the Tear SOS serum. This has been out for a while, but it's new to me. It has a beautiful feel to it. And I think that's one reason some women don't like makeup. They don't like so much texture or things on their skin. They just want something that feels really good. And usually, if you have a nice moisturizer or serum, it feels great. Well, when I put this on my skin and it feels a little dry in areas from vitamin A type products I'm using at night, this feels amazing. This is very watery feeling, so it disappears into the skin really quickly, which I love because I don't want a goopy face when I'm even going to put on sunscreen afterwards. I don't like the feel of heavy stuff underneath. So sometimes if my skin in the summer is really oily, a serum like this might be enough. But in the winter time, I definitely go in with a moisturizer. This is the moisturizer I've been testing out, and I just am crazy about it. I actually gave some to my daughter and my dad to try to see if they liked it, but it's the ATO Barrier 365. This was recommended in a video by Dr. Sam Ellis. She's a dermatologist, and when she said it was her favorite in her, she did a video on K-beauty, and this was one of her favorites. I quickly picked it up. And it's just nice because it goes into the skin super fast and doesn't leave my skin sticky. So if I just want to put on a little bit of moisturizer before I usually do put on makeup or always sunscreen, I don't want a sticky, goopy face. So this is just the right texture. It sinks into the skin quickly. I love the feel of it. And it's got great ingredients in it. It has ceramide in it, and it's made for dry and sensitive skin. So this is a perfect product for me. I get no redness, no reaction, so I always appreciate that. I recently did a video on 4 miracle eye creams, and I've tested out so many, but they were eye creams that I feel like within a short time, maybe even the first time, I noticed a big difference. Some I noticed no difference. But one eye cream I've tried since the video is the Hydra Boost eye cream from Neutrogena, and I love this. This is super affordable. It is a gel. And what I like about it is if I'm going to apply any kind of concealer under the eye, I can get the hydration, but without any stickiness, and it sinks in quickly. If you're looking for something lightweight, and light feeling in the under eye, because some women don't even like eye cream because they feel the feeling under the eye is too heavy, then I think this is one you might want to try. Let's talk about what's on my lips. I am really enjoying this. It's from Ole Henriksen. I don't know that I've ever tried anything from this brand before, not in recent times. And it's the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. So beautiful. It leaves just a nice amount of product on the lips. I love the way it feels. It lasts a long time. I guess you would use the word comforting. I hear that word a lot with lip products, but it just looks pretty, stays on the lips. This one that I bought is strawberry sorbet, and it does have a strawberry scent to it, but not super strong. But I think it just looks really pretty on the lips and is a great hydrator. Today, the sunscreen I'm wearing is the Healthy Skin Lab Protect. I've talked about this before. It's tinted, but the tint is really light. I know some of you don't like these tints that come in different shades because the shades get off on your skin. They're not the right shade, maybe too orangey. So this is a universal one. I noticed a little bit of a white cast when I first put it on, but then it just gets sort of luminous. I like to use this and then go in with something like this. This is the Merit Stick. This is an all-in-one product. They don't call it a foundation. You can use it as a foundation, a concealer, and just put it wherever you need it. I think this is such a great product. I'm not usually a fan of cream type stick foundations. There's only a few that I've tested out I've really loved. I usually like a liquid foundation the best, but this is in the shade Bisque, and it really works for me. They recently sent me this, but I have bought so much Merit makeup to share with you this year. I've probably spent $300 in the past few months on Merit because I love this brand so much. But they were kind enough to send this to me, and it just works great. What I did today is I just put it in the areas where I needed it. I get more redness under the eyes and the cheek area, and so I put some there. My forehead is a bit discolored. There's different colors going on there, so I put it there. But it's such a great product if you're not a foundation person, but you're looking for just to spot conceal areas, then I think you would really like this. Some of you in the video that I did about do you wear these beauty products said you love eyeshadow, but you love really easy, simple, like one shadow kind of looks. So I wanted to give you some options for that. First off, most of us that are my age or older, I'm 60, we have discoloration in our lids, or the skin on our eyelids is just thinner at this point. So you see purpley veins and all that. I have that. So I love MAC Ochre. This is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. And this is more of like a neutral for me. It depends on your skin tone of your eyelid, how this would look on you. Of course, it's going to look darker if you're fairer than me. I'm light medium to medium, and this is just the perfect shade. I know some people love Painterly too. That's more of a pink look, and I've used that so many times here on the channel. That's very brightening. But some days I'll just put this on my lid, a little eyeliner and some mascara, or even no mascara. Some days I just put eyeliner and this, and that's it. And I just feel like it makes my eyes look more awake, look a little healthier. Now, another option is an eye crayon stick. These are so simple, and you could get one maybe a shade or two deeper than your own skin tone. This shade works perfect for me, I think. It's called Saddle is the name of the shade. This is a recent product from Jane Iredale. She came out with a lot of new eye crayons, and this one's matte. I really love the matte for a no makeup kind of look where I don't want all this shimmer and glam. But I think this looks really pretty. And on the eye, it is a little deeper. I could have gone with even a lighter shade than this on the lid, but you get the idea. And again, I wanted to use a little stronger colors in the video so you could see what I'm talking about. But you can go with just a neutral shade, and I just took my finger to blend it out. You don't even need a brush. This is such a top quality eye crayon. I really love this one, and I just took my finger and blend it up. And if you have hooded eyes, you'll definitely want to do that. You may even need to lift the skin a little bit to get above your crease to blend out like that. My eyes are just so deep set, and I've lost a lot of fat around my eyes. So I have a lot of space between here and the brow. So I just take my finger and sort of lift up like that. But that's it. It's so simple. And then your eyes show, and the eyes are the windows to the soul. For liner, I think powder is a great thing to use. You probably have so many eyeshadows at home that you could just take and use as liner. So I just used this flat brush I had handy next to me. This is the Angie A505 brush. It's just flat on the edge. And I took this MAC powder I have. This is the shade Satin Taupe, one of my favorite shades. And just dip into the brush on the end and go right along the lash line. Now, some days I will do that in like the soft ochre, and that's a look. I might just put nothing on my lid and just put a little of the Satin Taupe along the lash line. Again, there's so many simple things you can do with products you already have to just create different fun looks that are so easy. I wanted to mention that I've also taken this Jane Iredale pencil, instead of using it all over the lid, just used it as a liner. And that's another simple look that I love to do. One of you recently asked me, what can I use, Laura, for dark under eye circles? Well, this is a great alternative to one from Color Science. I love that product, but it's around $80. It's just out of my price range to keep repurchasing. So I tried this from Kaida, and it's pretty amazing. This has a 35 sunscreen. You can use it in the under eye like an under eye concealer to help with dark circles, and use it anywhere else on the face. I put it today around my lips, and it's not accentuating my lip lines. Now, I want to tell you, if you have too much product in the under eyes, the first time I put it on so generously, I did see creasing. So what I would recommend is put a small amount, and if you have that, if it's moving around too much, because it is very emollient, I think it's amazing, put a tiny bit of powder underneath. I didn't today, and I'm under these hot lights, and I can see that some had collected right under my lashes, and I had to sort of just press it in. But this is incredible. Look at how much product you get. The end of it here is just like the Color Science. And I just think this is such a great money saver. I blended down because I still had too much product. I blended it down into this area like this. I ended up putting a little bit on my chin because I had some redness there. I wanted to see if it would work. And then here around the nose and around the lips. But this works fantastic. It does come in shades. I bought medium, and I'm really super excited about this new find. Instead of blush, if you're not really a makeup person, you could use a bronzer. This I am not hearing talked about, and I think it's an amazing bronzer. It's from CoverGirl, And this is a loose bronzer. So what I like to do is I take my Angie brush. This is the travel size, the A507. It's got an angle, and I just love angled brushes for the cheek area. I just feel like it keeps me from getting the product everywhere. What I like to do with this is take the lid off, just use the powder in the lid, swirl it in like this, really get it into the brush, and then go onto the face. And this is just beautiful. It's lightweight. You don't feel it on the skin. This just works great over sunscreen. If your sunscreen isn't very pigmented like the one I'm using today, it adds some color to the skin. So I just think that bronzer is such a great alternative to blush. If you do want to blush, I love the Merit because it's just so easy to use. It looks effortless on the skin, and it is effortless to apply. I just take it and go right on the cheek like that and dab with my finger, and there's almost no other blushes that I do that. If I do that, I get too much, or it doesn't blend well, or looks patchy sometimes, but this doesn't. It just looks so beautiful, gives you such a healthy look on the skin. And like I said, this is like something you could do so easily. You could just put sunscreen in this if you wanted, just to give a little color to your skin. Again, I'm not saying you need to use all these products. I'm just presenting different ideas because you could just use one or two. Now, for my eye look today, I used brown mascara. I have not used brown mascara in so long. I've used burgundy, I've used blue, I've shown many times on my channel, but I don't know that in all these years, 10 and a half years now, that I've ever shown brown. But I purchased this because so many of you love brown mascara. You said that in the video, that you don't wear black, you wear brown. And I know my mom wore brown for years. This is the Maybelline Sky High. Brown mascara is hard to find at the drugstore. You will find brown black in some brands. Some brands have absolutely no brown at all. This one is actually called, I think, True Brown. Yes, True Brown. And I think it's beautiful. I have found a new favorite product, so I want to thank you for that, because many of you told me in the comments how much you love brown mascara, that you like the softer look. Today I just applied it on the top lashes, but again, you could go without mascara. That's a big trend. We talked about that too, is people just not wearing mascara. And some days I go without mascara. I just put liner on to give my eyes some kind of shape. I feel like my eyes just disappear without eyeliner. I don't know if you feel that way. Let me know in the comments, but I feel like my eyes just disappear without the liner. So I usually wear eyeliner every day of some type, an eye crayon or powder like I did today. But I feel like the brown looks really pretty. Let me know what you think in the comments. I have a dupe/replacement for you. I love Pink Honey. I've shown this in videos before. This is from Clinique. I always use black honey, but as I've gotten older and I've changed my hair color and my skin color might be a little bit different at different times of the year, not getting as much sun, sometimes the black honey can look harsh on me. So I love Pink Honey. It's so beautiful. These lipsticks from Clinique are an all-time favorite for me. They just go on so effortlessly. I like to carry this type of a lipstick in my purse because I don't have to worry about making mistakes or having it outside of the lips when I use them. But a great alternative for Clinique Pink Honey is this one from Burt's Bees. You wouldn't expect it to have Burt's Bees have a dupe, but this one is the shade Pink Blossom. So I want to show you side by side. The Pink Blossom, you have to go over a little bit more maybe to get the color, but it feels beautiful on the lips. There's quite a price difference between Pink Blossom and Pink Honey. And You know, now that I'm looking at it, I'm going back and forth just as much to get color from Pink Honey. It actually was a little easier to get the color from Burt's Bees. So this is a wonderful replacement if you like the look of Pink Honey, but you want to save a little money. I'm all about saving a little money. So the Pink Blossom is a win. I'm also a fan of these nude sticks. I have bought several recently. This is the shade Sun-Kissed Pink. And I put it on my lips, and I think it's just a really natural, soft color. It feels light on my lips. I really don't notice it there. I think a lot of women don't wear lipstick because it feels too heavy on the lips. They don't like that feeling, and as it wears off, they don't maybe want to have to keep reapplying it during the day. But these stay on really nice. This particular one can be used on the cheeks too. So you can just draw right on the cheek like this and then pat it out. And again, this is another one that works really well, like the Merit. Just gives you a little bit of color, health to the skin. So I am a big fan of these too. Everything I talked about today is in the description of the video. Let me know, do you like wearing more makeup than what I have on today? Maybe some foundation, more of a powder blush, something a little stronger, or if this is the kind of look that you usually wear. Let me know in the comments. I love you all so much. Have a blessed week, and I'll look forward to seeing you real soon.